Hey guys, if you've been watching the news, I know you probably heard of the new cases we have in Vietnam, and today I wanted to give you an update of specifically what's going on in my city of Da Nang. I actually wanted to make this video a couple of days ago, but to tell you the truth, it's been really crazy, and I'm going to explain the whole situation and give you my experience as of today, which is today's Monday, August 3rd. So as of today, we are on a mandatory 15-day lockdown. This might go for longer, obviously, but this is where we are at right now. And to start at the beginning, we heard that there were new cases in Da Nang last Saturday, which is July 25th, I believe. But we didn't think anything of it because if you guys watch my update videos about Vietnam, you guys saw that we were only in lockdown for 2 weeks. And then the third week, actually 3 weeks, but the third week was just as an added because just to be safe in a way. So we really hadn't had any new cases here for 3 months. That's what you guys have been able to see my videos of me, traveling around this city, going out and being free to do what we want to do. But this has completely changed. Now, to tell you the full story, what we heard is that there are some people that came in illegally to Vietnam and were infected. And one guy specifically went to a hospital, one guy specifically went to a wedding and then ended up going to the hospital and tested positive. And since that, they have shut down that hospital, and there were two other hospitals that have now been shut down and only covering those cases. So that Sunday, the next Sunday, I guess to July 26th, they had already shut down 2 to 3 hospitals. And then they reported about 15 to 30 cases that tested positive here in Da Nang. And that was the first that we heard of it. By Monday, they were already checking passports. Actually, on Monday, I believe, our landlord actually messaged us at 11 p.m. at night to let us know that the police was coming to our building to test passports. Now, they don't check everybody. They just check whoever they suspected. For example, if you had traveled to other cities, maybe that person was, in the same area, or maybe you had gone to a location where they had found this person was infected. So they're just doing testing in that sense. So they didn't really check everybody. But that Sunday or Monday, we were already in lockdown. So the government had stated by Sunday or Monday that we were on automatic 15-day lockdown, which everyone was okay with. But they hadn't stopped businesses. So you could still go and shop and go out to eat. You just had to create the distance of 2 meters, I believe, in between people. And no group gatherings up to 30 people. So that was like the standard for Sunday and Monday. By Tuesday, the government shut down all sporting events and any kind of activity that was going on. They shut that completely down. And Wednesday, they stopped all food deliveries up to 1 p.m. I also wanted to address the question about the evacuation of 80,000 tourists. So for that specifically, what the government meant is that they were evacuating tourists that are from other cities of Vietnam that were visiting Da Nang. Because if you guys watched my last video, Vietnam is still not offering international travel, so you're not allowed to leave. I guess you can leave, but you can't just come back as travel. Anybody who's traveling outside and coming into Vietnam will definitely be on a 2-week mandatory quarantine just to test to make sure that you're not infected. So there was no international travel. So what they mean by those tourists, they didn't mean anybody that had a tourist visa. They just meant anybody that was traveling from other cities, which they did evacuate them. And they also are starting to test outside of Da Nang to make sure that no other city that has been infected as well. So they're doing everything that they can to make sure that they contain this again. If you guys watch my videos about our updates here back in March, you definitely will see that after the government took great measures, we were able to be free after 3 weeks. So I believe they're trying to do the same thing again. Now, as of today, they have shut down the market. The grocery store is still open, but the local markets, I heard, has been closed. We heard of police going there and basically stopping people. I actually went, I believe, on Tuesday. But one thing that I noticed in Vietnam now, they're offering a lot of sanitary stations like they did before, even at the ATMs. So they're always putting hand sanitizer and sprays around to kind of disinfect people. But yeah, they closed out the market, I believe, because of the close contact that you'll have with people. So the grocery store will have their rules of distancing, but they will still be open. Another thing is a lot of vendors were closed, so you can't find all the supplies that you're looking for. That's one of the unfortunate things, but hey, we do have grocery stores that are open, so that's a positive thing. Yesterday, the government announced that they will be testing the entire population of Da Nang, and they might actually expand out of Da Nang to neighboring cities as well. And to tell you the stats, as of today, we have 242 cases of people that are tested positive here in Da Nang. Like I said, they have shut down some hospitals, and some hospitals specifically dedicated to those cases. So if you go in front of it, I didn't take a video, but I remember we were driving by, I forgot the name of the hospital, but driving by one of the hospitals, and we actually saw outside the doctors are already prepped. They're already completely covered in their cases. They have the mask, everything from head to toe. So they have areas that are dedicated to anybody that has symptoms, so that they can take care of them and isolate them from the rest of the public. So that's really good. Now, the last little update I want to tell you guys is that the government is actually starting to spray the neighborhoods. So we got a message last week, I believe, from our landlord. No, we got a message last week from one of the group chats that we're on Facebook, and the government will be spraying basically disinfectant on different districts in Da Nang. So they will be going by with trucks, I believe, maybe I don't know what the chemical is. I'm thinking it will be like a stronger Lysol, but they will be spraying basically the neighboring areas. So a lot of us have to make sure that we close our windows and the doors at night, so that, you know, the chemicals don't get into the apartment. This is something that they're doing in different districts from what we heard. So that's one of the measures they're taking, and they're also, like I said, testing everybody. But as far as us, I know a lot of you guys, thank you so much for asking. A lot of you guys have commented and asked if we're doing okay. We're staying home, we're staying safe. We're following the protocols that the government is issuing. And, you know, we're just going to ride this out again. And hopefully, you know, if they take the same measures, we can hopefully be out again. So so this is basically the update. I wanted to give you guys this information because I know you guys have been wondering about Vietnam, because a couple of weeks ago we were out having fun. So thank you so much for asking, and I hope this video found you helpful. If you guys have any questions and you want to know more about what's going on, let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to answer them, and I hope you guys stay safe during this time, and I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.